Right, live at 5. I think we're on time for once. Hopefully you can see everything there. Right, welcome to Roberts & Co. Welcome to London. Another live jewellery making session. Saturday evening, live at 5. I think we're on time for once. In yesterday's live stream, we made some 9-carat yellow gold halo wedding bands, 1mm halos. I'll show you those. This was I actually made 5, but one of them sold already. So I already need to make a new one. Another one, which we're going to do now, because there was a couple of sizes that I needed to make, which I didn't because I was so close to the ones we were making. But yeah, it's kind of been an issue. I mean, it's a good problem to have, selling stuff as fast as you make it, but it did become an actual problem. When everyone was stuck at home in 2020, I was selling stuff faster than I could make it. Not as fast, I make faster. So over the last 2 years, the business is frustrating because the business couldn't grow. Like, people were buying stuff like crazy, and we were depleting our stocks to the point where items were getting discontinued. Which I'm now, because everyone's now broke as a joke, they spent all their money, and I'm actually I'm more often than not getting the chance to rebuild. But I mean, it's a big. We're having to rebuild the stock up, which I managed to do, but like, it's because it's the end of the month, people getting paid. We have a little flurry of orders, but yeah, it's a good job I made that yesterday, because it managed to catch today's. I think they bought it overnight, so it managed to catch today's post, and they were polished up and went. UV. But yeah, selling stuff faster you can make it, was never a problem before 2020, and then all of a sudden it was. Right, so we need to make an I, a J, an N, and that's it. Let's start with the I. So I've got a little sheet here. Right, this is 9-carat yellow gold 1mm wire, which we make in house. I actually made the ingot that the creation of this, well, we did it twice. I actually made this on a previous live stream. We melted the gold, poured it into an ingot mold, and then we did that live. I had to do it twice because I cracked the first one. I don't know what exactly happened. This is the white we're working on. We make it in-house, 1mm, 9-carat yellow gold. Start with responsibly sourced grain, turn it into an ingot, peen the ingot, put it through the rolling mills multiple times, and annealing it. It's quite a long process. Making the wire takes longer than making the rings. But yeah, even in our full-length videos, you'll see the whole process. And yeah, then we go through draw plates. Eventually, once you've been through enough holes on the rolling mill, the wire goes through draw plates. It's pulled through this on a draw bench, and you end up with the size and diameter wire, which is 1mm. So we need to make some more. They're a really popular ring. I think I said this in yesterday's live stream. We do them in all the different carats. So we've got we do the same ring, the 1mm halos, like most of our rings, in 1mm sterling silver, 9 yellow, white, rose, 18 yellow, white and rose, and 22 carat. I made a 22 carat one earlier in the week. But I think part of the reason they're so popular, there's a number of reasons they're so popular, but their versatility, they can be used as people buy them as a wedding ring, a Dainty wedding ring, and I actually made an 18-carat gold engagement ring version a few days ago in a live stream. Right, it's gone 5. Estrella, Saturday. It's not school night, I can enjoy Estrella while we do this. Any excuse. But yeah, so we do them we do the same ring in all the different metals. I need to make a platinum one at some point. I did have platinum ones. I've got the tungsten carbide draw plates to make the wire. I think, again, that was something I sold out of in the 2020, in that period, and stopped because it's quite, they're quite some doing making those. And the less expensive the ring is, the greater quantities it seems to sell in. So, right, cheers. Happy Saturday. Good stuff. I lost what I was saying there. But yeah, I think that's right. So the reason these are so popular is their versatility. You can wear them as a wedding band, you can wear them as a stacking ring, a fashion ring. People buy them as spacers even, to space out their wedding ring, and maybe an engagement ring that really should have a fitted band. And yeah, so their versatility is the reason they're so popular, and the price is the reason they're so popular. Because relatively speaking, the smaller a ring is, the lighter weight it is, the less gold you use, and the less it costs. So if you're looking for an inexpensive wedding band that maybe you could later upgrade, then they're a relatively inexpensive option, you know, compared to 8mm D-shape heavyweight. But there again, I think because it's at the end of the wedding ceremony, it's the only thing you've got left, you know. It's the tangible reminder of the day. So you're pretty better off investing in the ring that you're going to wear every day than the honeymoon or whatever, you know. But there again, you know, if you've got the money, you don't know. If you've got limited resources, you could upgrade it later. When people lose rings, then they have to replace them. Alright, what do we need for this? We're making an eye, so let's go for 50mm. 51. Let's turn on the YouTube copyright-free music. Make it a little bit more entertaining. Right, what did I say? 51mm. Right, I'll just cut this with side cutters, it's quite thin wire. The only thing with using side cutters is you end up with a V that you have to file off. You end up with one flat edge and one V. They are flush cutters, but they're only flush on one side, otherwise they wouldn't cut. Triplet. Right, I just formed this with my fingers and thumbs. This is annealed. That's why I was annealed. It still feels quite hard, however. I don't think I've fully annealed it. That's annealed enough. Right, flat half round pliers. I'm going to form it. I'm going to show you what these are. These are, if you're making rings, these are the most valuable pliers you could get. So we have focus, half round and then flat, so you put the half round on the inside, and I use these for all rings, even flat rings, and then you can manipulate the ring so the ring sort of bends around that. All you're really doing is minimal pressure to grip the metal because you don't want to mark it, and then it allows you to bend the rings roundish. Although, oddly enough, I'm actually making it straight. But I line these up straight. This just produces a slightly aesthetically better joint than doing the coiled version, in my opinion. It's a disputed claim though. Well, no, it's not necessarily a disputed claim. People claim the other way, the coiled way, is technically superior, and they're not wrong. But it's not aesthetically superior, and we're making pretty things. So there's a compromise to be made. But I use both ring making methods. Depends on what I'm making. YouTube music, copyright-free music turns into a Western themed jewelry making session by the sounds of things. Right, flux. I'm using Argo Tech. I pretty much use it for everything. mix of probably boric acid, and I mix it with meths, gets a thicker layer. With water, when you're using borax and water, the water obviously boils off, and it tends to, the flux tends to, you end up with patchy bits, which is not necessarily, it's not so much of a problem on gold, but on silver it is a problem, because without a decent covering of flux, because this gives you a really thick coating of flux using meths and instead of water. Without that thick coating, you run the risk of fire stain developing. It's a pain to get off. Or not even off, it's a pain to get out. You have to get it out. It's subsurface. Copper oxide. Yeah, subsurface, you can run the risk of creating surface and subsurface copper oxide, which is, looks like, makes the ring look like a Dalmatian dog, like spots, black spots, or grey spots, white grey spots. You don't find it until you've polished it. But if you're only doing gold, because I'm mixing between silver and gold, if you're only doing gold, then I probably would use like the thinner liquid fluxes. I find mixing borax in a borax tray quite a tedious thing every time you want to. I mean, I've got one. It is the traditional jeweler's flux. Look at the state of that. Borax cone, a proper borax brush with no metal parts, and a borax tray. But like putting water in, the water generally seeps. That's what that stain is on the bench. Is the water seeping out. They're kind of porous. The water seeps out and it evaporates, and you're constantly adding water. And yeah, it's a process. Right, let's solder this. Is this going to work today? I need a new one of these. Right. I'll whack them there. I really do need one of these now if it's not going to shut off. Right, that looks good. Right, what size is next? J, I think. The one I sold out of as soon as I made it. I'm in for a J, 52 one. Yeah, that's kind of the idea of these live streams. I've basically got to rebuild the stock, rebuild the business and the brand and all that good stuff. But we're going to do it live. Because I've got so much jewellery I need to make. So I've got a lifetime's work. So I need to go live every day. Which does a number of things. I'm making the stock. Creating content for the channel and for social media, and yeah, there's no other way I could make as many hours of content, because full-length videos, which I will make lots more full-length videos and podcasts and stuff. I need to make another podcast actually. I need a new Robertson Co podcast episode. I've run out. But all those take editing and time to upload, and yeah, you need a team to make 365 videos a year, really. With a full-time job, you need assistants. to do it badly, don't want to do it well. I think just making one 10 or 20 minute long video a week consistently for an entire year is a full, it's pretty much, you wouldn't realise it, but to do that properly is a full-time job. It's more than a full-time job because there's no hot light. To do that one video, maybe 2 video a week, and all the stuff that goes with it properly, like shorts and extracting images for social media and blog posts for each one. And, I mean, now we've got AI, it's become, you could probably do it yourself rather than requiring an assistant to help, but it would be more than a full-time job. Right, I put the solder beneath. I pretty much do it for everything actually. It just holds the solder holds the solder in the right place. If you try and put it on top without using something to hold it down, it can quite often be blown off by the flame. And as long as you've got a good fitting joint, it gets sucked up by capillary reaction. I then flip it over and use gravity to do the rest, but yeah. You don't need to balance it on top, which is the way you see a lot of people attempting it. I started focusing on the flame playing up there rather than the ring, nearly melted it. Yeah, this thing's really... Right, what size do we need next? That was the J. We need an N. Right, what size do I need for an N? 56 mil. Right, flat half rounds again. hopefully I won't sell out of these so quickly, and we can make some different rings tomorrow. I've got some 9-carat D shapes I need to make. 2mm Ds. I've had the wire made for quite a while. I've got some cufflinks, I need silver cufflinks that need restocking as well, which I've got the component bits ready for. Oh, I've got loads to do. Live. Right, see if those other two are clean enough. First one might be. Cloth. These Velvet cloths, the microfiber ones, are pretty good for sort of cleaning up. They're very handy. Machine washable, they're not impregnated, but they're just really good for cleaning up. Right, I think the fire, most of the flux is off. There's still a bit of fire scale on there. Let me show you that before we clean up the solder joint. Just going to clean up with a barrette file. Clean off the excess solder. With larger rings, I tend to leave the excess solder on until I've sized the ring, because it provides extra strength. Doing it this way, you can stress the joint to the point of failure, and leaving the excess solder on the outside reduces the risk of that. Doesn't eliminate it. I was doing a really big 2.5mm halo yesterday or the day before, and that cracked. It was like a Z6, it was massive, it was like a napkin ring. But you just run a saw blade through it and go again. Once you've got the basic shape, it still looks better. Like, you're doing it twice, the job twice effectively, but it looks, although it's more work, it looks better. Especially on that halo. If I'd have done it the different way, it would never have looked as good. And I mean, because I had to run the saw blade through it, I was effectively doing it the coiled way the second time. But yeah, I did have to do it twice. I'll admit that. You do create more work for yourself doing it this way. Right, what was that spell? That was the eye. Oh, look at that. Nailed it. Let me just clean the outside of that solder joint some more, and I'll show you that. It's a cut 6 barrette file, escape file, not new file. I'm using it. Right, look at this. Where the size is there. Look at that. Bang on. Doesn't it? Like, that is the good, and that is perfect. That is good, and that's on just below the line. That is a perfect size eye. It's probably not though, because it's slightly wonky. So even though that is perfect, I will now stretch it up probably a quarter of the size and then reduce it back down using the reduction die plate on, I mean, they're called ring stretchers, but I use them as a ring sizing tool. I use them on everything, because if doing that not only makes it perfectly rounder than you can get on a triplet with a hammer, it's slightly less brutal than using even a rawhide mallet. It's quite an even stretch. and it makes them perfectly round, almost machine-like. Well, it is a machine, isn't it? So it makes them perfectly round, but reducing them makes them not just round but flat, which they never are when they're done with a hammer and a trivet. They're always slightly wavy. I mean, you could just get a bench block and tap it with a hammer, but it still doesn't get it quite as flat as compressing it into the compression of a reduction die on a ring stretcher. Right, what was this? The J? Clock. Let's do the same thing, clean it up with the escapement file, get off the excess solder. I think I came very close to overheating this, and it's fine, but I think a few seconds more and I'd have reticulated the surface at the very least, if not melted it into a little ball in the end, while I was focused on the flame playing up. The ring looks, it's fine. Yeah, I think I did partially, like almost. The first stages of reticulation were forming, but just on the very surface. I mean, if you wanted to try and reticulate 1 mil gold wire, you melt it in the process, so I think that's basically what happened. Right, size this and well, round it off, see what size we've got. Yeah, I haven't tried it, but I think as far as surface finishes go, if you wanted a reticulated 1 mil ring, you'd struggle. Australia's kicking in. It's not a surface finish you see very often though. Right, what did we do? Oh, I've nailed it again. No, especially light, it never happens. Yeah. Bang on. Actually on the line. Boom. Right, that's the J. See if that N is clean enough. Right, so I'll put them. Right, can I make 3 rings in a row the right size? Let's find out. No. No, I can't. 2's my limit. It's close. You know what? Give it. It's so close. I think. You know, I want one. 3 in a row. See where we're at. The old school way of sizing rings. I've made it worse. Oh no, I haven't. I've forced it on there. It's I've nailed it. There you go. It's a bit tight on there, but that is, it's the size in. Smashed it. Right. Right, well, that's it. I think that's all the sizes I need to make. To be fully stocked on that product. I think, yeah. I, J, N. I don't have the Z plus sizes, but let's not worry about that. Right, they need, before tomorrow's live stream, there's no post tomorrow, so before tomorrow's live stream I would have those properly sized. Like I say, I'll size them up quarter of a size, size them back down quarter of a size to the size they actually are right now. That will make them perfectly round, machine looking round, even though they're a handmade ring. Flat, and then they'll need polishing. And we'll get that done before tomorrow's live stream. Now, I'm not sure what we'll be doing tomorrow, probably more gold rings, but a different profile and size. So that is it for this live stream. So let me give you a close up of the 3. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next live stream, which will hopefully be tomorrow. Oh, I need to test some gold as well very soon, because I need to make some more 18 karat gold wire. And I don't know which bag's got the 18. I've mixed up, well, I haven't mixed up the alloys, but the stickers have come off the bags. So I just want to test the gold using a gold tester to make sure I'm melting the right gold. I mean, I think I'm confident that I know what they look like, but I don't want to make a whole batch of rings, send them for hallmarking, and then get told by the assay office, who will definitely test them, that I've sent the wrong gold. Yeah, there's the proceeds of tonight's live stream. Right, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Toodles.